I made it amply clear to all concerned that we are living in a progressive, civilized society, and therefore we shall definitely have our municipalities or urban organization. But as far as Nagaland is concerned, I want to tell you some of the peculiarities. When we formed the state, it was through political negotiation. Why? We have a very distinct political identity. And after signing the agreement, the question arose, how many assembly constituencies would be there? But the population at that time was 3.5 lakhs. And therefore, a very separate arrangement has to be made for Nagaland. And therefore, we look into Article 170, in which maximum is 500 and minimum is 60. That's why now we have 60 assembly constituencies. And remember that it is not on the basis of area nor population, but because of the very peculiar political situation prevailing in Nagaland. It has to be adjusted according to the constitutional provision which has prescribed that the minimum should be at least 60. Secondly, when we negotiated with the government of India, keeping in view the very special place of Naga people, it was placed under the Ministry of External Affairs because it was our decision that when final political negotiation would take place, it would be on Prime Minister level. Accordingly, all the previous negotiation between federal government of underground and government of India was on Prime Minister's level. Thirdly, when Panchayati Raj was introduced in the country, chief ministers of Northeast region were called by Rajiv Gandhi. At that point of time, I was chief minister. So we said we shall have our system of village governance. That is the reason why we have passed Village and Area Council Act by Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Similarly, as far as urban organization is concerned, if you look at Bhubaneswar, there's some municipalities. Population is more than 9 lakhs. Area is more than 16,000 square kilometers. And the annual budget is 500. But it is called urban organization. So we cannot have carbon copy of other states to be implemented here. And therefore, my appeal to the government and even to all concerned was, why not we work out a model befitting to Nagaland? Yes, we shall have this urban this organization, and yet we cannot have carbon copy a big state like Maharashtra, then Bihar, or this Orissa. So I think even in the Supreme Court, the Nagaland government should present the very peculiar problem of Nagaland. Since the beginning of the statehood, government of India have recognized the very peculiar political situation, political identity of the people of Nagaland. And therefore, even for this urban bodies also, I think similar yardstick should be drawn up so that we also can have urban organization or urban bodies befitting to our people. Because we have to think about population, we have to think about resources, and we have to think of the kind of development we require in respective urban areas. That's why I made an appeal. Well, If the people want to listen to them, but that is my personal view on this ULP.
So you have made a statement criticizing the present government in your writing. You have criticized the government in one of your writings. So
It is not criticizing, pointing out. I was a chief minister. When I was criticized, I always take it as vitamin B, C, because it strengthened me. Because once you are corrected, you should accept it. So why should we be mind about that one? So all the leaders, whether present and the past, I think we always accept criticism from all sections of the people and take it, I think, in good faith. That's why I said in the past, I always say, well, criticize me because it is this for me, it is for this good for me, vitamin. I hope young leaders also should take this kind of criticism as vitamin. That is my request to them also.
Sir, in regards to the oil exploration in Nagaland, sir, in regards to the oil exploration in
Oil.
Nagaland, do you have any
My
comment?
personal view is, since negotiation is on and the agreement has been already drawn up and agreed, so why not we wait for final political settlement? Because it is related to political settlement. And once political settlement is made, we shall be able to draw up the clear line. But now, in a disputed area, what should be the proportion of oil to be distributed between Assam and Nagaland? So I wish that government should have little patience and then wait for this settlement. Perhaps it will not be delayed, so that we can have work out system where both Assam and Nagaland can have their own oil field like this. But this kind of sharing, it is very doubtful and very doubtful.
So during your term as Chief Minister, why wasn't the agreement within the border areas was finalized during your time as Chief Minister?
No. You see, we have, even in a 16-point agreement, we have made it very clear about our boundary this agreement, transfer of this forest and our land. And the case is still pending with the government of India. It is not resolved.